All right, everybody. So we're going to start off with Jacob. Jacob, what do you believe your pros are when it comes to communication skills?
For pros,
The goods.
I think it's good that I take time to think before I speak, and I try to articulate my points the best I can. I won't just take a question and not mull it over for a second.
Okay. And also, everybody else, while somebody is speaking, please have your mics muted while that person is speaking as well, please, because it kind of throws off some background noises and stuff. But that was a really good topic that you discussed, Jacob. Me, myself, I wish that I had more, I guess, like patience, like you said, to sit there and think about the question. Normally, I'd be more of one to try to rapidly answer it so I can move on to the next topic or something like that. Okay, so Jacob, what are some of the cons within your communication skills?
Getting frustrated when I can't articulate that point to somebody, or if I feel that a point that I'm expressing is not being understood.
Okay.
Sometimes it's difficult to be patient on the back end of that communication. So I can exercise that patience and understanding to answer the question fully or to address something, but it's difficult sometimes for me to have to elaborate or re-explain something.
Okay.
If I think it's like maybe like the easiest I can make it.
I got you. I got you. Alrighty, that sounds really good. All right, now Richard, what do you believe some of your pros are with your communication skills individually?
I cheer up everyone.
Okay. People person?
Yeah. So I don't really. To me, I always look to people in the good way. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. So
I understand you try to see the best in people.
Help them out. Help them out if I can. I do whatever I can to support them and.
I understand.
Okay.
What do you believe some of your cons are, like some of the problems you may have with your individual communication skills?
My con, let's say, I also can think very negatively sometimes.
Okay.
Like yeah.
So maybe more or less like the
too easy, like sometimes like sometimes kind of overreact or something. So.
Okay, I completely understand. That's very good. All right, now Ebony, what do you believe some of your pros are for your individual communication skills?
If I had to pick a pro, I would say I could pretty much speak with anybody. Because I'm extremely friendly. It gets me in trouble sometimes. But I pretty much can speak with anybody. If I had to pick a con, I sometimes don't know how to express certain things that I'm trying to say in the most appropriate way.
Okay, no filter type situation.
Yeah, but I promise I'm working on it.
I understand. We all got goals to achieve. I understand. No worries. That was very good though. I understand. At least you know yourself as well.
Right.
All right, Ronald. What about you? What are the pros and cons for your individual communication skills?
I think my pros are basically trying to gather, basically saying the right thing when I need to say. Wait, what happened?
No, you're good.
Everybody left. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still there.
Okay, the whole screen just went blank. Okay. Okay, I see you guys. I think trying to gather the correct information and saying it the correct way. If I'm saying that right.
Yeah, the delivery of what you're meaning.
Right. and like basically communicating without being confused about everything.
Okay, I understand. That was your con?
Oh, that was my con.
Well, so you kind of like split it in
I,
a
I went,
positive part
I
and a
went
negative
backwards.
part.
I went backwards.
Yeah, I'll say you kind of hit it with a two-piece, but it's not a problem.
Pros with my communicating, I would think, them basically understanding, like I can understand when other people are communicating with me.
Okay.
If I have a harder time communicating with others.
Okay. Alrighty. So I guess the next thing would be is we'll continue with you. What are some of the things you think that you could actually like work on to develop better skills within your with your con?
I think if I write things down rather than trying to speak off of the top of my head, I
Make
think
some
that
bullet
would help
points.
me a lot. And basically trying to plan out what I need to say.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, what about you, Ebony? What are some strategies that you could use to help better your con with your communication skills?
I think if I actually learned the person who I was speaking to and learn how they receive information, that could help a lot on like how I deliver certain things. Just learning the person, because everybody receives information differently. Because I know somebody can say something to me and then say something to my sister and we can take it completely different, but they said it the same way. So maybe just my delivery, I can learn the person I'm speaking to so that my delivery matches who that person is.
Okay, kind of like how Jacob was saying, we have a little bit more patience before you give that
Yeah.
answer or that response.
Right. Just pretty much just learning the individual before speaking, so that way you know how to talk to certain people, because you wouldn't talk to a child the same way you talk to an adult.
Yeah, no,
So
I
just
feel you.
learning the person.
Oh, that's really good. And Jacob, what do you think Richard, what do you think something that you could work on, like a strategy that will help your cons?
My priority strategy is listen more. Try to listen more, and evaluate the information and calm down. Like, and try to be positive as much as possible.
Yes, you have to be positive. You start being negative, then it's just going to make the situation twice as hard. No, I understand. It's good to
Correct.
be positive, though. All right, Jacob. What do you feel one of your strategies to build your con up?
Supplementary materials, especially when it comes to instructions or instructions in general. Having supplementary materials really helps with, like Ebony said, other people's learning styles. Just because I can comprehend something with verbal instructions doesn't mean that somebody else will. Sometimes it's better to have a hands-on form of information, or maybe a hands-on exercise in order to understand.
Okay, I understand that. All righty. So I believe, for me, myself, well, my pros is having confidence. Like I'm not afraid to speak to a group of people or stand up and speak what I have to say or anything like that. Some of my cons would be, like I discussed on some of my previous posts, and the opposite of what Jacob is saying is like I don't have that patience sometimes. Like I'm a rapid pace type person. I like to get things done, large numbers, accomplished, finished, and put away, organized. So I believe like if I build up my patience as well, that could be one of my strategies in helping out my con. Now for the group activity, what we think would usually, we could do like, okay, with group communication skills, like as in this one or another one as well, what are the pros and cons that in one that you've been in before, or just something that you want to bring up about what could better or what most people do when it comes to an actual group conversation or like a group meeting like this as well? And we'll go ahead and start off with you, Jacob.
So in the group setting, I'm pretty used to just taking charge of things. Honestly, with this class, I did not want to, because I'm in 2 other classes where I've done just that.
No, I
So-
understand.
And like even right now, I'm working on this other team project almost concurrently with this stuff. So I like being able to take a step back and just be a subordinate or a follower sometimes in the group setting. So if pros, I'm willing to take charge and take care of things. Not exactly a con for myself, but a con in general, just not always being able to just be someone in a group. That's once you've like been in charge of groups and really done it for a long time, it's really hard for you to get out of that position.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yeah, it's the same thing I was saying with like the fast pace and everything like that. I understand. Okay, Richard, what about you? As far as group setting or group meetings, pros and cons, or something you'd like to discuss within it?
I get scared easily, so this is my con. And similar to Jacob, so this like this class is the hardest class for me since I attend college. You know, like I don't scare like computer classes. You know, like programming, but this class it make me have a nightmare, man. So.
Well, I
So,
think you've been doing pretty good on, like, I've been reading your discussions and everything like that, as well as the videos that you have previously posted. I think you've done a pretty good job. I don't see you having any problem passing this class.
but I'm not like you guys. I work really hard on that, you know, like just I spend a lot of time, you know, so that's why I said so.
I
My
understand. You have to
con,
go out of the normal. That's
Mhm.
English isn't your normal standard, so you have to go above and beyond to do the simple things that we do mindlessly.
so that's a con. So my pros, it's just like I get along with people easily as soon as you know, like when it gets started, I like get to know you guys. So from day to day, I get better at that.
True that. That's really good.
Mhm.
All right,
That's
Ronald.
my-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I have a confidence, you know, it's just time consuming for me to be communicate effectively, you know. So it's just about like practice more and and participate more
Yeah.
in a team.
They always say repetition builds confidence. So the more you do it, the easier it's going to be. And it's simple as said. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to share?
Pretty much. That.
Okay, no problem. And Ronald, go ahead. Pros and cons, group settings, meetings.
Group settings. Me personally, I've never been. I wouldn't say I'm shy, but it's like I don't want to. I always tend to say the wrong things, or I'm leading off topic. So like with groups, I've never been the type that wants to take control. I'm more of the go with the flow type person. Like how you're leading, you're doing excellent. Like me personally, I couldn't unless I was coached through it or something like that. So I would say that's more or less my con, not being able to lead within a group setting. But then my pros, I'm always able to, once you throw it out there, I can catch up, kind of follow the leader.
Gotcha, I got you. Alrighty. And then Ebony, pros and cons for a group activity, a meeting, conversation.
I would have to say my con would be I like Ronald said, I choose not to, like, you know, volunteer to be the leader, like to walk us through certain things. I'd rather be a part of the group instead of lead the group, which we all need a leader, so we need followers too. But I'm more of like, especially when it comes to like group settings, I'm more of a just put me in the group. I'm gonna be vocal in the group, but I'd rather not lead the group, if that makes sense.
I got you. Yeah, most definitely.
So I think that's where my pro would come in. And I'm very vocal. Like I don't have problem speaking my mind, saying how I feel. I'll get it out. But as far as like trying to lead, I don't think I'll be the best leader to lead a group. Not saying I can't get there. I could potentially, but I'm not ready just yet.
I understand. No, I got you. It's like, just like Ronald, when everybody else said, like, repetition builds confidence. So the more you do it, the easier it'll become.
Right. Right.
I think everybody did a wonderful job today. As far as my thing, I'll use this group as an example. I think as us as a group, I think it was wonderful. Nobody was cutting each other off. We each let each other speak. So it was an easygoing, very fast-paced conversation as well as group meeting for this task. Does anybody else have anything they would like to say or add in on?
I would like to say, I would like to compliment you because you did very well with organizing the group, asking the questions, especially with the method that you used for pros and cons. I thought that was just amazing. So I would like to say thank you to you for getting us all together today, especially for the group project.
Thank you.
You did a great job, Henry.
Thank you.
Thank you for making this happen.
No problem. We got you, man. We're going to get all through this together.
Yes, I definitely do agree with Ebony said. Like you had this like well put together. I don't know if you do this regular or if you just sat down and was like, okay, I'm gonna take charge and I know what to say, how to do it. I don't know if you wrote down your questions or if you rehearsed it before. Because we like when we did stuff that we had to do like with videos, constantly re-recorded until I was like, okay, I feel like this is a good one. So
I had to redo a couple too.
Your public speaking is definitely good.
Thank you. Jacob, I thought you had something to say or no?
I was just gonna say good job, everyone.
Yeah.
Way to come together. I know it's a Saturday during the summer of COVID-19, but we're getting through things, and we're already almost done with this class.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Well, all right, y'all. I definitely want to thank you for your time and patience. I hope everybody a good rest of your weekend as well. And I guess I'll see you for the next task.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye,
You too, Henry.
everybody.
See ya.
Bye, everybody. Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.